So I just have a few grievances with the, I don't want to say current state of Midnight, but the, I guess, release cadence of content. So it, the biggest thing, the absolute biggest thing is going to be from the start of early access, which, hot take, honestly, if there's early access for any game, take PoE for example, there's paid early access. That's just the real launch, right? You're just saving money in order to play later. That's fine, right? If you can't afford to get in with absolutely everybody else that can, that's fine, right? It's just cost, but it's cost benefit analysis, right? It's, is it worth it for you to get in 3 days early, right? For me, it is. Uh, for either leveling characters, making gold with professions, which I did not do this time around. I definitely focused more on leveling, which was my mistake. I mean, I've got my own problems with that. From the start of early access, so what was it, February 26th, almost 2 weeks ago, we still have one more week, 6 days from time of recording. So it's March 11th. 6 more days until Heroic Week launches. Not even the full season. We still have 13 days until the full season launches. That is way too long, right? Even it's still 1, 2, 3 weeks away from non early access, from when the full content is released. I understand that some people need their time to level and enjoy the content. These are my grievances. I, whatever you want to say about them, go ahead. But I started playing Midnight on February 26th, along with a shit ton of other people. And having one, two, three, four, little over a month until the full game releases, or I guess a little bit under a month until the full game releases, is way too long. If we go to over here, right, in game, my druid's 238, and I've done 4 of my M0s for this week. The champion gear that you can get is a very nice bonus. The fact that it requires like 6 side quests, a few treasures, and the main story in order to basically hit all the renown you will need for the expansion for player power. Very nice. Love that. But the fact that I can be minus 1, 2, 3 slots fully geared out, right? And we still have we've got what, like 10 days until season 1 begins. That's not great. This is only one character, right? If we hop over to my paladin, which I also capped, God, day 4, so non-early access release date, it's going to be a very similar situation. I haven't done any M0s on this character with the exception of the first week that they were out. And just turn this down just a little bit. I've got, unlike my druid, I have both rings. I haven't gotten a trinket yet. I'm missing 1 weapon, trinket, so 1, 2, 3 slots, right? It's actually better than my druid because this is only 1 week worth of 4 slots. So it's about the same as my druid. Except my druid has gotten more M0s done. But the fact that it will take still another 8 to 10 days, right, for the full season to release, which is when realistically the game starts. It is, right? I can't say most people, right? Because most people in this game are quite casual. That's fine. Casual doesn't mean stupid, bad. It's thought of as derogatory, but it's not, right? You just don't play the game a ton. Casual, in my mind, is time spent in game, not even a skill issue, right? You could be a super hardcore mount farmer, and all you do is you spend 9 hours a day grinding out invincible, right? Or whatever mount, right? Whatever collection, whatever anything, right? Or you could spend 2 hours a week playing M plus. I'd still say that the M plus player that plays 2 hours a week is very casual. You can play the start of this expansion extremely casually and be full bis before any of the real content comes out. I think they either should have delayed the expansion till honestly maybe this week and release it on, or even delay early access 1 week till the 5th of March and then full release on the 9th. What is it? 8 days is more than enough time for the majority of people who care about getting their characters geared up and done. And we're going to talk about the why why or what other scenarios will mesh with this release schedule. Early release on March 5th, full release for people who paid less on the 9th, and still heroic week on the week of the 17th, or I guess week of the 16th, right? And then season 1 starts on the week of the 23rd. That for me would be ideal. For me, right? I still have a full-time job, wife, kid, like bills to pay, shit to do. I get it. If you want to make the time and you want to make this game a priority, you will. It's as simple as that. Sure, other things might take the hit, but that's up to you and whatever you want to prioritize. So basically, early access to season 1 lasts way too long. And then my other thing is not having Mythic Plus uncapped during Heroic Week. It's really not a problem if someone wants to grind out 15 hours day 1 of Heroic Week and be fully M plus geared out. It's not really a problem. By the middle of the season, everyone will be about the same geared. If you want to cap vault rewards to make that a little bit more fair going into Mythic Week, then go ahead. That's fine, right? Because what you still can do is out of your vault, you can still get that 10, 12, 15 key, whatever you got done week 1 of Mythic Plus fully coming out, so Heroic Week, and hit the ground running, capping out your Mythic Vault on week 2, right? Full season release, or I guess Mythic Week. That to me is not a problem. It's really not. It goes back to the time management thing. If people want to fully no life this game, if whoever wants to be a THD and go spend 50 hours grinding out all of your M plus, getting your full bis, fully capping your crests, and then go into heroic raid, doesn't matter, because there's a good chance that your heroic raid items will be better than your heroic mythic plus items. That's generally how Blizzard likes to tune these things, is M plus players, which is me this expansion, get screwed. As far as gear wise, right? You will, there is a good chance, I'm not rating this tier, probably this expansion, honestly. I was a 21st man for 2 tiers on a mid-level mythic guild, probably world rank like 900, right? We weren't amazing. We were 7 out of 8 in Erebar Palace, cutting edge for Liberation of Undermine, and then what's it called? Fucking 7 out of 8 for the Void place Dimensius raid. And guild broke up during Dimensius Prog. So I will not be doing this. I will not be raiding during midnight, most likely. I will be going for title for Mythic Plus, but I will not be. There's a good chance I won't be playing raid. Those raid items will still be better for me. If I would be better off going into a heroic raid or buying a carry or something and getting some heroic items rather than dealing with the Mythic Plus items. There is a very high chance. I haven't done any sims. I haven't looked into anything because finally I don't have to. So I am taking this as a break. So I really don't see that as a problem. If people want to go in and do whatever they want during heroic week with fully uncapped M+. My last grievance so far, and I bet there will be more to come, is the lack of daily M0s. With the shortened release schedule that I said, right? So full release would have been this week of the 9th. Early access would have been March 5th. Heroic week, still the week of the 16th. Full heroic week starts on the 17th. Mythic week starts on the 24th. Daily M0s should have been out since, the 10th, yesterday. That way, you still have time, right, to go in on your Friday night, Saturday during the day, Sunday, and Monday. So 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th to do your daily M0s. By that point, there's probably a ton of people there who you could ask if you have friends, which is kind of the best part about playing this game. And it's like, hey, I haven't had time. Real life comes up. Could I join your guys' leather stack, for example, on my druid, which is most likely going to be my main because it's depending on tuning on the March 17th patch, it's probably still going to be Biss for Mythic Plus as a healer. So that's probably what I'm going to run. My Paladin, as you can see, is pretty geared and ready for the Resto Druid nerfs and for Holy Pally to take over. If anything else happens to be good, well, thankfully, nothing actually matters in the first couple weeks, right? And this is coming from someone who's going to pug. I might have a few friends, but they've all got their other friend groups and their guilds that they're going to be running with and pushing keys with because that keeps the gear inside the guild. I would still have time. I would make the time to do my daily M0s, at least just a couple a night, right? I've got really early mornings. I get up at about 4 a.m. on the days that I have to go to work. And I would still make the time to just say, I'd coordinate with friends, right? Oh, I'm on my lunch break. All right, boys, who can get me into keys at 7 p.m. tonight? Or not keys, M0s, right? Who can slot me in and can trade me a few pieces if needed tonight at 7, just for like 2 runs, right? You just take an hour. You do 2 runs. You get some gear. And then on the Friday and Saturday nights, then you go and you do your full 8. And, let's say you just skip Sunday, right? Family day, right? That's generally what my thing is. And Sundays, cleaning day for a bunch of people or family days or whatever, right before the next work week starts. Let's say you skip that. You do a few more Monday night. There's a very, very, very high chance, especially with Prey, that you will be essentially 241, including the champion pieces. You most likely still have enough time. I genuinely think that. And I mean, I'll debate, I'll talk about it, I'll yap. These are just my grievances. So let me know if I'm wrong. See ya.